Cue sad music. Goodbye, Mario, and good morning, Switch fans. I hope you're all coping with the impending doom of our favorite plumber as well as you possibly can. I know these are trying times, especially for a show called Good Morning Mario, but tomorrow, Nintendo is axing our hero on Nintendo Switch. What's going on, everybody? It's Zach from SwitchForce. Smash that like button to show some support to a fallen hero. And let me know in the comments down below your favorite part of this Mario anniversary and what you think about his doom. Now, we know Nintendo's decision is quite odd, so we're not going to labor that point. They're doing what they're doing because they're the big N. But I do want to talk about this year as a whole, or rather this 6-month celebration, what it's meant to me, how I'd rank it, and what it means for the future, especially for these disappearing games. This is a very strange circumstance, but tomorrow, March 31st, probably before we even record this show, the blip will happen, and Mario 3D All-Stars will be gone and not purchasable. Mario 35 will be gone and not playable. Game & Watch will be gone, and it's a mess. So let's talk about this anniversary. It kicked off a little bit later than it should have. It was expected to begin around E3 time. They apparently had a big festival planned with a big cool booth, and then it got bumped because of the pandemic. In fact, they didn't kick it off until September, yet they were able to still put together a pretty awesome plan. They had a 16-minute long Nintendo Direct and announced a whole plethora of Mario stuff, goodies galore, and we got really excited. I know I was. It's been 6 months and they have put out about 8 major things. I want to give you my rankings and kind of review this celebration as a whole. Did the 35th anniversary turn out to do Mario justice, or did it leave us saying, Mamma Mia? And what the heck is going to happen to all of these games? So first, let's kick it off with Mario 3D World plus Bowser's Fury, because this to me is my personal favorite, best piece of the anniversary. I think Bowser's Fury is phenomenal, amazing. You can check my videos on the subject, but I absolutely adored the freedom and flexibility, the open world styling they gave Mario while still maintaining some linear objectives and almost mini level structure within the aisles of the explorable lake. I also love the freaking Big Bowser battles, and those are absolutely monstrous. And I think 3D World is one of the most unsung, underrated Mario titles there is, so that got a 9.5 out of 10 for me. I absolutely adored it. Now, on the complete opposite end of the spectrum is the Game & Watch, which just doesn't appeal to me. I know some people really love it, but I'm gonna give it a 5 out of 10 because I didn't even pick it up, and I don't think it was all that cool personally. Next up, the Mario Kart Home Tour Pack is in fact part of the 35th anniversary. They did announce it during this showcase, and I think it's a neat idea, but in execution, it's no actual Mario Kart, and I'd give it a 6 out of 10. Now, they also added Super Mario All-Stars to the Virtual Console, which is a cool get, but I've played that game many times before. It's still a great collection, so I'll give it a 7 out of 10 because it didn't motivate me to go back and play them again, but it's nice to have, and I know a lot of people enjoy having all of those Mario games accessible if you're a Nintendo Switch Online subscriber, so yeah, 7 out of 10. Now we're getting to the good stuff, the interesting parts, which is the Super Mario 3D All-Stars collection. And I thought a lot about this one, like how do I rate this? How do I rank this piece of the puzzle? Because it had the most potential and it was probably the most disappointing. They just straight up gave us the 3 games, 64, Sunshine, and Galaxy, which is a great trifecta, but wouldn't it have been so awesome if they made some changes, or they upgraded some things, or they remastered them. Now, I know they did do some stretching and maybe some resolution bumps, but it really didn't feel like all that much effort went in for a big anniversary that Nintendo touted and screamed from the mountaintops, our man Mario, he's getting a theme park, he's getting a movie, and this year pays homage. It was a letdown, and yet I cannot deny the fact that these games are so much fun. And for me, Galaxy was the shining star of the bundle. It's the one that I had played the least in terms of my past history, and it's the one I love the most in this collection. It also looks the best, feels the best, plays the best, and is the most modern, but I have to give the entire package an 8 out of 10. Now, you could say that's generous, but these are still great games. And honestly, if they had done just a little more diligence, if they had put in some fun, just I don't know, like they gave us the soundtracks, but couldn't we have got just some better art, a more cool menu system, some little mini games, just true tribute to Mario? Like make the game a museum, right? Make it something awesome. Give us cool unlockables or touch up, just some of the aspects a little bit. I'm not saying they had to go rework Mario 64, but there was just more to be done. And that's why I can't give it anything higher, even though I did thoroughly enjoy going back and playing my childhood and exploring Galaxy deeper and further than I ever had before. Super Mario Bros. 35 was a genius idea. Nintendo has found such quirky ways to incorporate Battle Royale onto the Switch. I mean, they do have Fortnite and Apex now, but for them, they've done Tetris and they've done Mario, which is just so darn unique. And I think it's brilliant. Like, I loved my time with Mario Bros. 35. I'm sad to see it go. It's really just, it sucks. That game is just literally evaporating. You can't even keep the cartridge because there never was one. But the idea was great. It didn't hold my interest as long as maybe I thought it would, so I'm gonna give it a solid 7 out of 10. I think the idea might even be a 9.5 out of 10, but in totality, based on my playtime and based on how it does sort of start to feel samey, I would give it a 7 out of 10, but they supported it really well with a lot of fun events and always trying to keep it, really in the forefront of your mind via their Twitter posts and their competitions. So I really loved this part of the anniversary. We gotta talk merch. They had some great shirts. Okay, they had some great hoodies. I'm wearing one right now. They did some really fun stuff with different partnerships with Levi's and Champion and Black Milk. I like all that stuff. I gotta give them a 9 out of 10 for their merch collabs. Love Mario, and I love Mario stuff that looks good. So often you find a Mario shirt that just has his big face on the center or says Super Mario Bros. And I thought they were pretty cool and creative with how they integrated Mario in kind of fun and more, I would say, stylish ways, especially that Champion collab. That one was excellent, and I freaking love this hoodie that Nintendo put out at their store towards the tail end of their sale. Fantastic stuff, Nintendo. And that carries over to the Animal Crossing New Horizons Mario crossover. Now, this was a very nerve-wracking piece of the 35th because it could have gone either way. Like, do we get Mario hat and overalls and it's a 3 out of 10, or do they go the distance? I don't know if I'd say they went the distance, but they went as far as they were gonna go with Animal Crossing. And the warp pipes are a really awesome mechanical game changer that a lot of people have incorporated in super fun ways. The gear looks great, the outfits are fun, everything Peach has is more expensive than Mario, Luigi, and Wario, and that's how it should be. I love that a lot, so I gotta give that collaboration a 9 out of 10. So in totality, that is 8 different elements for a grand total of 80 points. And based on my review, I gave this anniversary 60.5 out of 80 points, which boils down to a 75%, which honestly feels super accurate for my full review of the 35th anniversary of Mario. I think they did good things. I think they provided a lot of content, and I think there was some definite missteps. The biggest being, why no Galaxy 2? Why is that the black sheep of the bunch? And then, of course, the fact that they are snapping this stuff straight out of existence. But I did have fun, and I gotta give them credit for acknowledging it in a big way, and I hope that they're able to do even a half or 2/3 of this for The Legend of Zelda's anniversary. I mean, if you think about it, they provided us a new basic type of game with Bowser's Fury. They hitched it on to Mario 3D World, but they brought that to Switch, and a lot of players got to play it for the first time. They paid homage to the very old games, they paid homage to the 3D games, they paid homage to the Game & Watch, and they brought an interesting battle royale that fused modern ideas with past gameplay. A lot of merch, crossovers with some of their biggest IP. They really did a ton. It just felt like at times it was more for show than for substance, and I wish they would have spent more efforts on that 3D All-Stars collection to really cement it as like the premier way to play our favorite Mario games. Instead, it feels like a good way, but it's basically an emulated 3-pack that costs $60, and we can argue about the price all day, but now we get to talk about what happens next. And I think a lot of people are hinting that something is going to happen immediately after these games go away. Nintendo has sold about 10 million copies of this 3D All-Stars collection. Are they just going to leave the rest of the sales on the table? I think the consensus idea is that it gets incorporated into the Virtual Console that seems likely to get an update for NSO in the near future, or they sell them individually. Now, I personally would love to see them sell them individually because that means you're gonna get an option to buy any of these. I don't think Nintendo's ready to do a Wii Virtual Console on Switch, so that would leave Galaxy out and possibly leave Sunshine out as well. If they go the Virtual Console route, you might just get 64 and nothing else. But if they sell them individually, even though I feel the prices will be bloated, at least you'll have a chance. At least people can piecemeal pick the parts that they want, and maybe that works out better for some of you. Maybe you just want to play Galaxy on your Switch portably on the go. Maybe you miss Sunshine and you just want to grab that one. But even if they do charge 20 bucks a pop, which feels pricey on the N64 end and totally worth it on the Wii end, at least you'll have that option. I do not believe, and I'll put my SwitchForce seal on this, I do not believe that these games actually are going away for good. I know the cartridge and the actual bundle is, but I think they'll be back, and I wouldn't be surprised to see them instantly incorporated via some sort of Nintendo Switch Online update the first week of April. I think we're going to hear about that in the next week or two, and I think they are going to make mention of how you're going to be able to play these games going forward, because as much fanfare as they're making about Mario is gone, like, Nintendo knows what's up. They are great at making money. They know how popular this is, and I hope they find a way to bring Galaxy 2 into the fold as well. I'd love to have the option to buy that one and have every Mario game on Switch. Well, we're still missing a few. We don't have Hotel Mario. We don't have Mario is Missing. Do we have Mario is Missing? If we have Mario is Missing, I need to play that. That was one of the weirdest parts of my childhood. They do not have Mario is Missing, but hopefully Mario won't be missing for long, and I'll be posting an update soon saying, hey, Nintendo's announced how they're bringing these games back. Make sure to subscribe and turn that notification bell on so you're the first to know. I love to have you covered as early and as expedited as I possibly can. Let's go to the poll, which also involves Mario's Doom. I was just, trying to be on brand. I asked, in honor of Mario's impending doom, you can only keep one. And I hope you guys enjoy my one poll per day every evening on the community tab. I gave you Mario 64, Mario Sunshine, Mario Galaxy, and Mario Odyssey. Every one has to go except your single game of choice. And I was surprised by the results, because in first place was Super Mario Odyssey with nearly half the vote. 49% of you said that's the one you'd keep. And I don't know if it's because we think that's the best Mario game, or if it's just the most modern, it has the most bold ideas, I guess, in comparison, although 64 was a game changer at the time. Sadly, Mario Sunshine is the runt of the litter. Only 12% of you said that you'd like to keep the Piantas and Delfino Isle. Everybody else just sent it off to swim with the fishies. Mario 64 was at 18% and Galaxy was at 21%, which I think feels fair. There's a lot of fans of the N64 first 3D adventure, and there's a lot of fans of the Galaxy refinement. A lot of people think that is one of the most awesome Mario games they've ever made. Odyssey, though, I think I need to go back and play that again, because at the time I thought it was really good, but to me it wasn't legendary. I don't know if it's the time I played it, there was a lot going on in my life. I don't know if it's my age, but I really want to dive back in and see if Mario Odyssey is indeed the pinnacle of Mario 3D gaming. Hopefully there's more from Mario Odyssey, or just more from 3D Mario in general on the Switch, and in fact, I think there will be. I would guess, if you want to get really predictive and out there, that probably next fall, 2022 fall, we get a new 3D Mario, whether that's Odyssey 2 or something a little bit adjacent. It should be exciting. The Switch is just home to so many fantastic games. I'm so glad we get to share it together. So give me your review of the Mario 35th anniversary and how you feel about the blip. Do you think the games will be back? Let me know in the comments down below. Smash that like button to show some love. And until next time, everybody, thanks so much for watching. Stay safe, stay healthy, stay happy out there. Please do not vanish like Mario. Stay with me. Good Morning Mario will continue, even if Mario does not continue. I got you covered. And until then, thanks again, everybody. SwitchForce out.